Good morning. And let me see by raising hands, how many of you want to graduate today? All right, I just want to make sure. Welcome, everybody. I'm Greg Lippy. I'm an alumnus of Woodbury and the chair of the Board of Trustees. It's my pleasure to welcome you to today's commencement ceremonies. Now singing our national anthem will be Firm Foundation.
Everyone, please stand and remove your hats.
You can keep yours on. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Firm Foundation, for a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. I now invite Dr. Rasen Ventsislavov to the podium to give the invocation. Please remain standing.
Thank you, Greg. Good morning, everybody. In celebration of our graduating class, I would like to invoke the words of one of our extraordinary graduates, Jacqueline Navarre. In a poem she wrote as a part of her Woodbury assignment, she asked 2 questions, and I don't want to botch them, so I'll read them out. Do you think God has the actual plan for real, or do we get our own ideas? Do we have free will or just the illusion of it? No matter what creed or faith, we all ask ourselves about our place in the world. Does anything depend on us, or is it all just given? And today we find ourselves in the balance, as always. We face a world of turmoil, a world where both challenges and opportunities seem to come unwarranted from outside. But what brings us here today is the reminder that we also get to choose the world we live in. Our graduates chose Woodbury. They chose growth, they chose learning, and they chose community. And look at them now. We celebrate our students' excellence as we celebrate their families, and also the faculty, staff, and administrators that have been nurturing and cultivating it. This is not an illusion, Jackie. is the real thing. What commences today is the future we all chose time and time again. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay, I will now introduce the stage party. Mr. Philip Palmer, who's today's commencement speaker. Dr. Zelda Gilbert. These are members of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Zelda Gilbert, Mr. Afshin Kateb, Ms. Karen Locke, and Mr. Joe Michella. Our academic leaders, Dr. Michelle Starkey, Senior VP of Academic Affairs, Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture, Dr. Joan Marquez, Dean of the School of Business, Mr. Jeff Bellantoni, Dean of MCD, Dr. Will McConnell, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Mr. Hector Perez, Professor Emeritus, School of Architecture, San Diego, and Dr. Rasen Venceslavov, and I actually said that twice. Professor of Philosophy and Chair of the Department of Interdisciplinary Studies. To the class of 2024, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this wonderful ceremony. I congratulate you on this major accomplishment in your life. I also extend congratulations to your families and friends who've supported you all along the way. And their presence here today is appreciated beyond recognition for witnessing the event. I truly understand the pride and joy that you are now feeling. Personally, I missed my own graduation because I had to work, but I've attended 19 graduations of Woodbury since I've been on the board, and each one of them has been great. Most of you sitting here today graduated high school in 2020, when you couldn't experience walking on the stage. Then your first year of college experience was nothing short of challenging, as instructions were delivered online. So today must present double excitement for you. You were resilient, you persevered, and here you are today to celebrate the result of your tenacity. For that, I congratulate you. Due to challenging health issues, Woodbury's president, Dr. Ryan, is unable to be here today. He wrote a letter to you and asked me to read it to you. So here it is. How many of you have already heard people say congratulations to you? Get ready. You're going to hear it many more times. Enjoy every one of them, because a commencement is a rare event in any of our lives. I hope you'll remember this one, and maybe, if you're so inclined, you'll have another one in the future, depending on your life's plan. I'm sorry I can't be there in person to see your faces and those of your loved ones who have supported you and are celebrating with you right now. Some of them are with you in person. Many may not be able to be here. They're all worthy of your gratitude now and in the future as you continue to build on the endeavor that has brought you this far. This isn't the end. It's one of many new beginnings you have already experienced and will continue to experience. There are just 3 things I'd encourage you to try to remember on this day and going forward. First of all, you didn't get here alone. Loved ones, former teachers, classmates and roommates, professors, librarians, coaches, counselors of all types, all have played a part. That will be true for the rest of your life as you try to build things that are consequential. It is rare, if not impossible, to do so completely by yourself. Second, it took time, effort, hard work focus, sacrifice, and making hard choices to get here. Nothing of real value is ever obtained without all those things. Sit down and count the cost before you start out on a meaningful adventure. Be honest with yourselves about what it will take and whether you are willing to make the necessary sacrifices. Once you decide that is the right thing to do, don't look back. Third, once you achieve your goal, take some time to reflect on how you got there and who to thank. Enjoy your success, especially if it results in good for others, and then challenge yourself to do the next great goal. What if you don't succeed? Also take time to reflect. Reflect on the things that you could have done differently. Or maybe you'll find that you couldn't or shouldn't have done things differently. Sometimes forces completely beyond our control prevent us from achieving even our best and most noble goals. In that case, there are still things to be learned and things you can teach to others. Be sure you have wasted no experiences. You can always learn something, no matter the outcome. And your lifetime should always be about learning, which is exactly what we are celebrating with you today. Congratulations for what you have learned and for what you're going to learn. May that journey take all your mind, heart, and soul and give you back more than you could ever have imagined. Although he can't hear me, I will say thank you, Dr. Ryan, and we hope you get well soon. I know you would all like me to continue talking for about another hour, but I'm going to disappoint you. Let's begin the program.
All right, please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the student speakers for the class of 2024. Our first speaker is Arieli Padilla, an architecture major from the San Diego campus. Arieli found passion in architecture from her STEM professor in high school, who showed her the beauty of creating spaces. Throughout her architecture education, she attended Woodbury University in Burbank for the first 2 years, then transferred to the San Diego campus, where she stayed for the remaining 3 years. Initially, she was fascinated by residential architecture, but her time in the studio expanded her horizons, fostering a deep appreciation for the entire spectrum of this profession. Studio work heightened her awareness of design's transformative power, inspiring her to explore how architecture can positively impact our world. As she prepares to embark on her professional journey, Arieli is eager to contribute her creativity and passion to shaping meaningful spaces that enhance lives and communities. Please join me in welcoming Arieli to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and graduating class of 2024. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey as we celebrate the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. As we stand on this threshold of a new chapter, we're filled with a mix of emotions: excitement for the future, nostalgia for the memories we've made, and immense gratitude for those who have supported us along this journey. As we gather for this ceremony, we do so also with bittersweet emotions, knowing that our San Diego campus closes its doors. We are the last graduating class to walk its familiar halls and study under its iconic roofs. But let us remember that the spirit of this place lives on each of us, in the memories we hold dear and the friendships we have forged. We've all walked a unique path to reach this moment. We faced challenges, embraced opportunities, and discovered strengths within ourselves that we may not have known existed. Today, we stand as a testament to our dedication, resilience, and firm commitment to our goals. It is also important to acknowledge the incredible support system that has surrounded us. To our families, friends, mentors, teachers, and staff, thank you for being the guiding light on our journey. Your encouragement, wisdom, and belief in our abilities have propelled us forward. Entering architecture school marked a crucial moment in my life. I discovered not just a discipline, but a profound calling, a realization that my true abilities lie in the art of crafting space. It was within the studio walls that I found my voice as a creator, where sketches transformed into technical drawings and concepts took shape in 3 dimensions. Architecture school became more than just an education. It was a journey of self-discovery, unveiling a deep love for the transformative power of design. I found joy in the process of bringing visions to life and in understanding how a well-designed space can elevate experience and empower individuals. I realized that architecture is not just about structures, but about enabling people to live their fullest lives within spaces we create. Consider designing a home with ample natural light and open spaces and how that can promote a sense of well-being and connectivity to surrounding environments. It was a doorway into a world where creativity met precision, imagination took form, and the built environment became our canvas. As we enter our professions, let us acknowledge that we are the creators of our environment, entrusted with the task to reflect the values and aspirations of society. This task requires us to embrace empathy, compassion, and a deep understanding of the diverse needs and experiences of all members of our community. Whether it's organizing events where people can gather or creating spaces that celebrate the rich tapestry of our cultural heritage, our efforts can bring people together in a shared sense of belonging. But creating a more just and equitable society requires more than just good intentions. It requires action. It requires us to actively engage with communities, listen to their needs, and co-create solutions that empower and uplift them. It requires us to comfort our own biases and privilege and to continually strive towards greater understanding and awareness, whether it means actively seeking our diverse perspectives and voices, ensuring that our jobs are accessible to people of all abilities, and advocating for policies that address systemic inequalities in our society. As we embark on this next phase of our journey, let us remember that our greatest creations are not measured in square footage, but in the lives we touch. Let us commit ourselves to building relationships that foster dialogue, understanding, and solidarity across lines of difference. Designing affordable housing that provides a safe and dignified place to call home, creating public schools that offer equal education opportunities to all children, and reimagining urban spaces to prioritize the needs of our communities. Let us strive to create a world that would embody the values of unity, diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice in all that we do. Let us be people of change, people of hope, people of a better world. Congratulations, graduates. The world awaits your brilliance, your creativity, and your boundless potential. And as we leave our campuses behind, let us carry its spirit with us, knowing that we are the graduating class of 2024. And may all of your careers be guided by a deep commitment to building a more just and equitable society for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Arlie. Our second student speaker is Layan Soubey, an architecture major from the Burbank campus. Layan is a proud blend of Palestinian, Jordanian, and American heritage who embodies global citizenship and cultural diversity. Graduating with a Bachelor of Architecture degree from Woodbury University, in addition to holding a Diploma of Higher Education in Architecture from Oxford Brookes University, she seamlessly integrated academia with real-world experience. Beginning her architectural odyssey in the historic halls of Oxford, Layan honed her craft before transitioning to Woodbury University, where she now stands poised to address the graduating class of 2024. With technical prowess gained as a project engineer with We Are Builders and as a drafter with Tangent Inc., specializing in infrastructure services, Layan contributed to city projects and volunteer initiatives for the ISOC. Certified by NCAR BSCE in Historic Preservation, Social Justice, Equity, and Inclusion, Layan's expertise transcends boundaries. Her journey reflects resilience, cultural fusion, and a pursuit of excellence. As she addresses the 2024 graduating class, Layan inspires them to embrace diversity, hone their skills, and pursue innovation for societal impact. Please join me in welcoming Layan to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my esteemed fellow graduates. Hi, I'm Layan, just a girl from everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean I'm just like you and whoever is sitting next to you. You see, Each of us has a story that brought us here today, and it's a story that's more similar than we might think. Today is a day we celebrate our accomplishments, our challenges, and our future. But what makes the class of 2024 different is that we are a generation that went through it all, from the technology boom to COVID and beyond. As your childhood flashbacks and memories of walking up to Woody's raid your mind in this very moment, I want you to be so proud of how you got here today. From the early days of dial-up internet to the rise of social media, from Pokemon crazes to TikTok trends, and from the struggles of online learning to the triumphs of resilience, we've been through an incredible journey together. We've witnessed the birth of Instagram challenges, the craze of viral challenges, and the power of online activism. In the midst of it all, we've adapted, grown, and thrived, proving our resilience time and time again. I remember the first day I stepped onto the Woodbury University campus, feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension. Like many of you, I came from diverse cultures and experiences, yet as I looked around, I realized that despite our differences, we were all united by a common thread: the pursuit of knowledge, growth, and opportunity. Our passion for creating a better world is what makes us different. Over the years, as we navigated the labyrinth of lectures, labs, and late-night studio sessions, I couldn't help but marvel at the shared experiences that bound us together. From the exhilarating highs of success to the crushing lows of failure, we've weathered it all with courage, bravery, resilience, and yes, the occasional dose of humor. But amidst the chaos and camaraderie, there's a deeper truth that has emerged, a truth that transcends the boundaries of geography and background. We are more alike than we realize, bound by our shared humanity and our collective dreams for a brighter future. Tomorrow, your real journey will start, as everything you learned here today will help you achieve every goal that brought you here in the first place. Our time at Woodbury has been a crash course in diversity in more ways than one. Not only have we learned to appreciate the kaleidoscope of cultures that make up our community, but we've also discovered the true meaning of diversity of thought. After all, where else could you find a group of people who can argue passionately about the merits of brutalism versus postmodernism, while secretly hoping for a cameo on the new season of Bel-Air? Seriously though, did any of us make it onto that show or meet Will Smith? They were faculty part of Woodbury when they filmed here. But beyond the intellectual discourse and the academic rigors, there's a deeper truth that resonates within each of us. We're not just here to earn degrees. We're here to make a difference, to leave an undeniable mark on the world that transcends the boundaries of our chosen fields, whether it's through sustainable architecture, innovative business practices, groundbreaking design, filmmaking, community organizing, or any other field we pursue. Each of us has the power to shape the future in ways both big and small. Our decision to come to Woodbury wasn't just about earning a degree. It was about choosing a path that aligns with our passions and aspirations, a path that empowers us to make meaningful contributions to society and to never lose our voice. Let us celebrate the friendships forged, the lessons learned, and the triumphs achieved, and let us remember that no matter where life may take us, we will always be connected by the bonds of our Woodbury shared experience. So here's to us, the class of 2024. May we continue to embrace our differences, celebrate our similarities, and strive to make a difference in this world. Thank you, Woodbury, for providing us with the platform to learn, grow, and thrive. It's been an incredible journey. I'm honored to be part of it, and congratulations to us all.
Thank you, Arlie and Leon. Let us again acknowledge the stirring remarks of our student speakers and give them another round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Philip Palmer. Philip Palmer is the weekday midday anchor for ABC 7 Eyewitness News. He also reports on solutions to community problems for Eyewitness News, which is how he came to Woodbury. He came here last October to visit and feature the Solar House. Since joining the station in 1998, Philip has served as morning show anchor, weekend anchor, and general assignment reporter. Philip was born in Lawton, Oklahoma, but his family moved around a lot. In fact, Philip has lived in Shreveport, Louisiana, Wichita, Kansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Evergreen, Colorado. But I didn't see Los Angeles. In his adopted home of West Monroe, Louisiana, Philip graduated high school in 1981. He later graduated from Northeast Louisiana University with a degree in journalism and a minor in radio, TV, and film. Philip's career also began in West Monroe, where in 1985 he became a sports reporter at KNOE AM/FM radio. He then moved to KAKE in Wichita, Kansas in 1990 as a weekend sports anchor. In 1994, Philip moved to KCNC in Denver, Colorado as the morning news anchor. A strong supporter of organ donation, Philip donated a kidney to his friend, Dale Davis, in March 2007. He's a family man, loves his wife, son, and daughter. They have a 1-year-old bulldog named Ginger, and of course, Philip thinks he's the favorite of Ginger. His hobbies are golf and cooking. He loves watching his daughter's swim meets. Please welcome Mr. Philip Palmer to the podium to deliver the commencement address.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks to the administrative staff here at Woodbury. Thanks to Sharon Townsend. Where are you? She's always made me feel so welcome every time I've been here. It's just wonderful. But you know what? Thank you to the graduates. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you to every single person that was part of your journey, whether you're the next person in your family, the first person in your family. You are college graduates, and you are going to have a degree here in a few moments. You didn't need to say 1985, Greg. As you heard, I am a news broadcaster, and my career began very early as a journalist when we were still using paper and pen. And my era was an era where you didn't share your opinions. You didn't tell people what you thought. You didn't attribute, or you attributed everything. You offered both sides of a story. So this today is very nerve-wracking for me. I hope you guys will understand if I kind of go off the track here or there. There's about 2 people in the building every time I'm speaking. So to see very important people like you, the future like you, and then all of your family out there, I just sit here and I keep wondering what I'm going to do to mess this up. Because as a newscast, I've got another one tomorrow and another one the next day. Trust me, I do mispronounce a lot of things. I am from Louisiana. So I just get another chance. So this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. And as I was preparing for this today, I kept wondering, what would I tell people from the School of Business? What would I tell people from architecture? Liberal arts, I get. Media, culture, design, maybe. But what do I know as a newscaster that might be able to help you? I kept coming back to what would I tell my 22-year-old self? I can tell you I probably wouldn't have listened. I learned from other people, though. People who might not even realize I'm talking about them today, but like a pebble in a pond, what they told me, what I learned from them by their actions, thinking of me before themselves, that ripple effect continues, even to today. And I hope, in turn, what they taught me will help you in some way. And I'm not talking about how to gain success in your career. I'm talking about, as we heard from Arlie, find joy along the way. Now, technology's made a lot of things easy. I heard from Leon the many things that you all learned as you grew up. But I do want you to understand cell phones didn't exist when I started in my career. Think about that. the power in your pocket. I can remember the very first day somebody handed me a cell phone in Wichita, Kansas, and we were walking away from the vehicle. And I looked at it, what am I doing with this? And he says, no, you can take it with you. And I went, what do you mean? It's supposed to be hooked up to the car. You guys might not realize that, but used to, you had to plug it into the car. And he says, no. You can take this cell phone anywhere you go. And I went, I can talk on this phone anywhere? And he goes, yeah, the station's going to pay 25 cents a minute, but it'll be okay. Carry these batteries. And it was about 15 batteries. But now, you know, the cell phone is in the palm of your hand. And so technology has made many things easy, but in a way it's made things hard too. And so one thing I would tell you guys is find a way. Find a way to do what happens. What happens when the server crashes? What happens when Waze takes you to a warehouse that's not where the party is? I mean, do you just throw your hands up and say, well, I'm just not going to go? No, you got to find a way. A friend of mine a great friend of mine was my roommate back in my first job. His name was Glenn Dixon. He worked at the NBC station and I worked at the CBS station. He was one of the most creative photographers and editors I'd ever worked with. And boy, he had some great ideas, but we didn't know. He worked at the competition. What we would do in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we would sneak into their studio, shoot all of my stuff, edit it. I'd take it back and run it on the competition. My other best friend, Roger Wallace in Wichita, Kansas. Okay, when you guys share video with each other, I mean, the biggest challenge you might face is Android or iPhone. You know, AirDrop, AirPlay, however you get that video. When we had it, it was actual videotape, and you had to actually physically hand the videotape off to someone. Well, we worked in Wichita. University of Kansas was Lawrence. It was about 3 hours away from us. How do we get video from there to here? Roger came up with the idea of getting someone to take that videotape to a toll booth operator. The toll booth operator would take that tape and then ask somebody coming through the freeway, paying the toll to get on the road, would you take this tape down to Wichita? Oddly enough, somebody would say yes. And they would drive it down to Wichita, and then on that tape, there was a phone number, please call Roger Wallace. And we would get that tape after driving over to the toll booth and picking it up. Roger found a way. Booker T. Washington says, success isn't the level achieved, but obstacles overcome. I don't remember what was on those tapes, but I remember the effort, the obstacles, and the challenges. That's what I remember, and I challenge you guys to find a way. And I also tell you to don't waste time in anger. Now, TV news seems to be populated with anger lately. From my seat at ABC 7, it seems everybody wants to be angry. But I'm not talking about righteous anger against systemic or cultural wrongs. I'm talking about everyday irritation and anger. Losing a promotion, not getting a job, being late because of your spouse. Wait. She's not here. Please don't tell. But that kind of anger is toxic. That anger kept me from getting things done. Another colleague along my way, Chris Frank, incredibly talented person, was walking by my desk one day when I was not having things go my way, and I couldn't get the tape to eject, and I just kept hitting that button, and out of anger I turned around and I threw that tape box at the wall, and it exploded against the wall as Chris is walking by. He didn't say anything right now. That's wisdom. He came back later after I got through with the job at hand, and he sat down on the desk, and I remember him walking by, and I remember the look on his face when he saw me, and I remember the kindness, not the arrogance, not any kind of, I know things you don't know, but just kindness. And he sat down and he says, you know, I used to get really angry like that. And that got my attention. And he said, and I realized every moment I spent in anger was a moment that I wasn't using to get the task done. And then he walked away. And that stuck with me, his kindness, his help, and the realization that business that I am in, it's moment to moment, it's so fast, and you will have moments where you're overwhelmed. But if you waste that time in anger, it's toxic. But it's not easy to push that away, and it is an active thing to push away anger. You have to embrace forgiveness. You have to embrace kindness, embrace love. You can't just think it's going to happen. I mean, but have you ever been in the presence of someone like that? Someone who leaves people better than the way they found them. Someone who genuinely delights in the achievements of other people. I mean, anger can stick around for a while. When you leave a room after having been angry, the people in there are angry. But when you leave a room after having delighted in the accomplishments of you guys, what you're doing today, if you actually genuinely are working in a field and are happy for someone else, that's contagious as well. But finally, today is about moving forward. It's about graduating. It's about goals. And I do believe in being driven. I was from Monroe, Louisiana, and I did want to work in Los Angeles, California. It's something I really wanted to do, but I've known people very driven by goals. And in their mind, they had achieved great success in their careers, in their lives. Everything was exactly as they wanted. And then they asked themselves, now what? And I've known people who in their mind were not successful. They'd not achieved what they wanted to do. They felt like a failure. And you know what they asked themselves in that moment in their life? Now what? So I'm asking you to dream big, but have balance. Be honest with yourself. I mean, I'm from Louisiana. It took me years to get rid of my accent. I know many of you are probably saying, you have years to go. But balance can bring you joy when things aren't going quite right. Balance is when you can kind of laugh when a news director, as happened to me, looked at me and him in his office, and he said, you can't talk like that on TV. It's insurance, not insurance. It's Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving. But I was able to hear him and be teachable and understand he was right. And I challenge you to remember that impatience is not your friend. Dallas Willard is a Christian author and philosopher, and he says, you must ruthlessly eliminate hurry from your life. Now, mistakes happen, and you know this. You're college graduates. You know how you can have to hurry through the day. Mistakes happen when you hurry. You know that every day, but I'm talking about when you hurry through life. If I'd been in a hurry when I was in Wichita, Paul and Todd and Roger wouldn't be my best friends. If I'd been in a hurry when I was in Denver, Colorado, I wouldn't have been open to meeting my friends, Bryant and Stacy, who are now the godparents of my daughter. And if I was in a hurry once I did get to Los Angeles because I wanted to get on that anchor desk and I wanted to do that certain thing, I wouldn't have noticed that incredibly beautiful woman that I really didn't need to walk by her desk every day, but I found a reason to kind of hang out there, and I ended up marrying her, and she gave me my family. I mean, Shauna Nyquist says, if you're not careful with your yeses, you start to say no to some very important things without realizing it. So don't hurry. Be careful with your yeses. And I'm not saying by this to think less of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you accomplished. Don't think less of yourself. But I am saying, think of other people more. And I wish for you joy. I absolutely hope you put first things first, and I hope you find joy along the way. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Philip. Please join me in thanking our speaker again. Excellent remarks. Let's see. Your turn.
All right, before we get started, I just heard that President Barry Ryan is watching the live stream right now, so let's everyone give a huge shout out to Dr. Ryan. We miss you. So at this time, the departmental honors for the class of 2024 will be presented. Departmental honors are bestowed upon those completing their degrees this semester. They have achieved the highest scholastic record in their major, so the highest GPA in each major. When your name is called, please come to the left side of the stage. And Mr. Lippy, please join me in congratulating these students. Will the candidates who are to receive departmental honors and awards please come forward? For animation, Ryan Christopher Kendrick. Applied Computer Science Media Arts, Natalie Campos. For Architecture, Ariel Havsepian. Computer Science and Data Analytics, John Sarancic. For Computer Information Systems, Austin Allen Tham. For Fashion Design, Angelica Torres. For Fashion Marketing, Sabrina Karina Pelengian. In filmmaking, Sophia Lizette Maldonado. Game art and design, Akemi Tang. For graphic design, Ryan Michael Newman. Interdisciplinary studies, Elizabeth Birch. Interior design, Seda Avatisian. In management, Diana McCurchian. In marketing, Brian Wilfredo Herrera. In media studies, Madeline Sarah or Miri Davison. For political science, Maria Fernanda Galina. Professional writing, Eric Alfaro. In psychology, Gabriel L. Bizri. And for public safety administration, Ricarda Huerta. Next, it is my honor to acknowledge those undergraduates who are graduating with honors, as signified by the twin gold cords. I will ask each of the groups to stand so we can pay tribute. Graduating cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. Graduates with the honor cum laude, please stand for our salute. You may be seated. Graduating magna cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. Graduates with the honor magna cum laude, please stand for our salute. You may be seated. And graduating summa cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Graduates with the honor, summa cum laude, please stand for our salute. Congratulations to all the students graduating with honors. Now I'm going to call out the degrees to be conferred. As I call it, please remain standing until all the graduates are standing. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Architecture please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? And will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing?
Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees and by its mandate, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations to you.
I now invite Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture, and her department chairs to join on stage. Heather will say a few words about the San Diego campus before awarding the degrees.
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning, graduates, faculty, staff, and honored guests. My name is Heather Flood. I'm the Dean of the School of Architecture. I'd like to share a few words about our campus in San Diego, which graduates its final class today. 26 years ago, Woodbury University opened a San Diego campus to offer the Bachelor of Architecture degree serving a border community. Located 17 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border, Woodbury School of Architecture San Diego resides in Barrio Logan, a dynamic neighborhood with a mix of building zones that includes residential, industrial, and commercial uses. The campus sits at the nexus of these building types, absorbing the ever-evolving challenges presented by the confluence of diverse interests and providing a creative direction for future development. Community activists gathered on campus for meetings. Students designed and constructed interventions in the neighborhood. Civic discourse and civic disobedience took the form of architecture. In 2007, Woodbury School of Architecture San Diego launched the Master of Science in Real Estate Development program, otherwise known as RED. The infamous RED program taught students how to monetize creativity while uplifting community, leaving an indelible legacy. In academia, real estate development programs are most commonly housed in a school of business. Housing the RED program in the School of Architecture positioned design thinking as the critical skill required to transform our cities into more livable, vibrant communities, and demonstrated that progress in its most positive and productive form requires an artful take on business practice. In 2017, J.P. Faber published the book, The New Pioneers, How Entrepreneurs Are Defying the System to Rebuild the Cities and Towns of America, where he tells the story of Americans, millennials, migrants, artists, and entrepreneurs who are doing just that across the nation. And he said about the RED program at Woodbury University in San Diego that they're training a cadre of innovative graduates, new pioneers who are building a new San Diego of small infill residential structures that defy the phlegmatic norm. Alumni from the RED program on our San Diego campus have built over 650 housing units, 20% of which are affordable, and with a total value exceeding $260 million. When considering the impact of Woodbury, San Diego on design education, I'm reminded of another renowned academic institution, the Bauhaus. The Bauhaus was established in 1919 with the mission of transforming industry by bringing together art, design, and technology. Arguably the most famous and infamous school of design in the world, the impact of the Bauhaus did not cease upon its closing in 1933, a mere 14 years after it opened. Rather, the legacy of the Bauhaus, like the legacy of Woodbury, San Diego, was and is cemented by its faculty and student alumni who put their education to work, showing the world how important creativity is to living an amplified life and a vibrant life. Thank you to the incredible staff and faculty who shepherded San Diego since the consolidation with Burbank was announced. Sandy, Susan, Kevin, Clemente, Robin, Andrew, Slade, and Jesse have kept the campus running, while educators extraordinaire Jose Peral, Hector Perez, and Catherine Herbst kept the place humming. And to our San Diego students graduating today, we are so proud of you. We are so grateful for your attendance today and so honored to have you as alumni of Woodbury University. Thank you.
Areli Padilla. Kong Hui Nguyen. Sabrina Ann Beck. Gonzalo Flores. Matthew Edward Avina Quezada. Dylan Jonathan Craig. Ryan Douglas Georgie. Jervin Jake Monta. David M. Zavitz. Leonardo Garza. Harut Arthur Kachkarian. Layan Musa Fuad Sube. Thomas Gonzalez. Colin Andrew Briggs. Aby Andres Gonzalez. David Martinez. Julito Tuazan Mamuyak. Lok Tien Do. Gail Diaz. Jacob Torres. Christopher Martinez Umanya. Rudy Interiano Osuna. Matthew Connor Long. Jesus Villa Salazar. Maurice Alfred Youssef. Eduardo Montalvo. Abraham Alfredo Rivera. Andrew Christopher Lugo. Caitlin Rivera Centeno. Nolan Tomas Brown. Sophie Sagar Hariri. Sam Afshin Hariri. Alexander Luis Chedez. Rain Lind Murray. Krushen Carl Evangelista. Jarek Gemena. Eloy Ivan Sanchez. Jorge Cherdo Schumann. Anthony Pablo Raimundo. Gabriel Marcello Errazo Otorola. Kimberly Preciado. Joanna Marquez. Jacqueline Morales Arroyo. Oscar Reyes. Daniel Paniagua. Cassandra Josephine Cuba. Nicolas Carlo Brito. Zachary Roman Jaharjian. Levi Scott Richards. Jesselyn Anahi Garcia. Salam Aziz Khalil. Ruby Irene Pedrazzetti. Sarah Ray. Dara Elise Levardo. Christopher Parsley. Renee Sebastian Jaramillo. Soleiman Abdullah El Khareji. Eric Tergalstian. Garbis Sumayan. Armin J. Karpetian. Julian De La Fuente. Tracy Manassians. Anastasia Cho. Michelle Jenna Kirkjian. Sona Gavandian. Ani Hovanisian. Hei T. Ko. Mahdi Nasser Elian. Jolie Akram Boles Mikhael. Ariel Hovsepian. Adrian Moreno. Arina Skokova. Havana Hurtado. Seda Aftisian. Melanie Campos. Hind Abdullah Al-Katani. Marina Bushka. Lauren Benton. Cassie Midori Yu. Cameron Francesca Clark. Hilda Moringai. Claudia Idinian. Mei Ho K. Natalie Campos. Armante Zela Harris. Adam Emmanuel Nation.
I now invite Dr. Joe Marquez, Dean of the School of Business, and her department chairs to join on stage in awarding degrees.
Bernice Hernandez Moreno. Jose Armando Arevalo. Homer Laptic Torres. Laura Lily Varbadian. Armand Petrosian. Male. Arsène Mail. Diana McCurchian. Jacqueline McCurchian. Evelyn Zarabian. Melanie Kosker. Emin Zorabian. Lilith Aschien. Selena Markarian. Armand Tarverdian. Sabrina Karina Palengian. Daniel Rudolfo Garcia. Carlos Julian Chavez. Aiden Mosali. Akashe. Monty Aladadi. Sydney Lisa Reyes. Alexis Leal. Aliana Castro. Devin Momi. Brian Wilfredo Herrera. Isaac Emmanuel Morales. Matthew Narbe Gazarian. Angelo Taboro Oreto. Dima Bandar Al Abdullah. Austin Tam. Sevag Merabian. I can make eye contact. I have to be able to.
I now invite Dr. Will McConnell, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and his department chairs to the stage to award degrees.
Yeah, please stand and ask them. You want me to say their name? Not writing it down. Elizabeth Birch. Jacqueline Navarre. Nicholas McDonald. Maria Fernanda Galina. Keegan Dodge Butler. Ariana Talimian. Ariel Talimian. Vartui Kanjarian. Ridwan Intisar Mahabub. Juan Jesus Becerra. Ricardo Huerta. Meshari Henaif Al-Karni. John Sorancic. Michael Sorancic. Giving it to me back. Yeah, not upside down. Give it to me so I can read it.
Okay, I next invite to the stage Mr. Jeff Bellantoni, Dean of the School of Media, Culture, Design, and his department chairs to award degrees.
Look me up. Ryan Kendrick. Rebecca Nicola. Rachel Garcia. Lucy Lynn Shada. Gleason Bayonetta. Juliet Herrera de Anda. Nicholas Carranza. Bryce Robert Conrad. Karim Aziz Abdul Rahim. Chester Moore Gregory III. Mallory McLaughlin. Abby Bocris. Natania Nisbet. Jerry Bukhari. Antonio de Jesus Gonzalez. Cody Ryan Mills. Gordon Bullock Lambos. Maya Hennessy. Brittany Taylor Marie Strong. Jordan Hope Bautista. Brianna Alexa Palacios. Madeline Sarah Miriam Davison. Nicholas James Canosenti. Connor Matthew Benavides. Eric Wayne Villacana. Baja Smalls. Archie Sargent. Angelica Torres. Isabella Ramirez. Cassidy Essence Hazlett. Nanor Petrosian. Jack Aruda. Kayla Edwards. Lance Perry Manikis. Sophia Lisette Maldonado. Maria Calabali Castellanos. Jake Boulette. Kaylee Denise Dreyer. Richie St. James Smith. Akemi Tang.
Cassandra Young. Jacob Robert Abraham. Alec Gao Figueroa. Alex Barajas. Curtis Allen Varney. Beatrice A. Rodriguez. Avalon G. Custer. Justin Matthew Duffy. James Walski. Navinder Verdi. Giovanni Valera Campos. Bronson Lopes. Daniela Pidal. Emma Willett. Ashlyn Ann Bolke. Ryan Newman. Lena Hitomi Finley. Jin Huang. Antu Nguyen. Saul Edgardo Guzman Jr. Ipri Somerville. Alex Anonian. Rosemary Raven Pacheco. Zoe Kaufman. Laurel Saray Corona Silva. Abi Hernandez. Alexandra Lucine Melconians. Rihanna Gazarian. Gabrielle El Bizri. Kathleen O'Donnell. Alexis Amanda Meneses. Christian Angel Osuna. Caitlin Smith.
Chair Lippy and Deans, it is my honor and pleasure today to present candidates in our graduate programs. In addition to receiving their certificates today, They received a hood designating the area of study by the color of the velvet and the graduate degree granting institution by the color of the satin. As I call each degree program, please rise and remain standing until everyone receiving a master's degree is called. Candidates for the degree of Master of Architecture, please rise. I believe they're already risen. Candidates for the degree Master of Interior Design, please rise. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Master of Organizational Leadership please rise and remain standing?
Candidates for graduation, Woodbury University will now confer your master's degree. Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees and by its mandate, I confer upon you the master's degree in your discipline with all its rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
I invite Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture, and her department chairs to join her on stage in awarding master's degrees in the School of Architecture.
Nikolai Kasanov. Lynette Jambazian. Angie Berardi. Priyanka Praveen Pawar. Amola Agrawal. Premsarin Sanganan. Anashe Mizrakanian.
Okay, next I invite Dr. Joe Marquez, Dean of the School of Business and Associate Dean and Chair of Graduate Programs, Dr. Satinder Diman, to join on stage in awarding the master's degree in the School of Business.
Marie Vanian. Seda Gevorgian. Anna Gevorgian. Marina Vanyan. Bak Bosmejian. Diana Boland. Natalie Nazokian. Preni Yagobi. Genesis Estrada Alegria. Annie Ho. Caitlin Hano. Matthew Middleton. Nareg Arakalian. Arman Simonian. Ripsime E. Galstian. Inna Chukhajian. Khadija Khan. April Bouchard. Victoria G. Flores. Rachel A. Farnsworth. Laura R. Isaacs Galvan.
At this point, we would like to celebrate the graduation of an outstanding student who unfortunately is no longer with us. His accomplishments will be remembered by presenting his posthumous diploma to his parents. Narek Nazarian transferred to Woodbury in the fall of 2022. After completing a very successful semester, a tragic accident took his life. I now invite Dr. Svetlana Holt, Chair of Management, to present the diploma in memory of Narek Nazarian, Bachelor of Business Administration and Management, magna cum laude, and she will present that to his parents. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize retiring faculty members, Mr. Hector Perez, Ms. Kate Roman, and Dr. Eric Schockman, who have been awarded Professor Emeritus Emerita status. They each have provided more than 10 years of dedicated service to Woodbury University in the role of full-time faculty, as demonstrated through achieving the ideals of the teaching scholar via accomplishments in teaching, university service, and scholarly, creative, and professional development. Professors, please stand to be recognized. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Sofia Toro, a graduate of 1998. She is the current chair of the School of Business Alumni Advisory Council. She's going to welcome you to the alumni.
Good morning, everyone. As a proud alumna of the class of 1998 and the current chair of the School of Business Alumni Council, I want to be the first to congratulate you as you join a welcoming community of Woodbury alumni. With more than 70,000 alumni, you are in good company. Soon, we anticipate that our alumni family will be growing to include more than 50,000 University of Redlands alumni. This blended family provides you with an incredibly strong network of lifetime support as you launch your careers. Look to alumni as your mentors and guides. While you are the only person who can live your life and write the story that you were meant to tell, you are not alone. Stay in touch and engage with us. Share your struggles and successes. Come back to meet the new students who will follow your footsteps. Today will be one of the most meaningful days of your life, and it is a privilege and an honor to congratulate you and welcome you into our continuously growing alumni family. Congratulations.
Well, we've almost completed our ceremony for today. To the many family members and friends that are here today and have supported our graduates in so many ways, thank you. Graduates, let's give them a round of applause. Will the faculty please stand? Okay, graduates, let's give them a round of applause for all they've done. Thank you. Will the staff and administrators please stand? Let's go. Graduates, I urge you to become ambassadors for our university and to spread the word of the great education you received at Woodbury University. I now invite Ms. Natalie Campos, President of the Associated Students of Woodbury University, to join me at the podium. Natalie will have the honor of conducting the tassel turn for the class of 2024.
Congratulations, graduates. It is with great honor as the president of ASU that I am here giving the closing ceremony speech, but there is no president of ASU without the rest of the student government. So I have a few words from the rest of your ASU e-board. First, Kit Centeno, your VP of Finance, says, as we bid adieu to ramen noodles and procrastination, let's remember life is like multiple choice test. Sometimes the answer is C for c'est la vie. Trinity Santian, your VP of Student Orgs, but now your next president, says, as you embark on this new chapter, remember that each step forward is a testament to your resilience and determination. Armante Harris, your VP of Marketing, says, it's not about how fast you get there, it's about what's on the other side. Archie Sargent, your Go Archie. Your VP of Student Life says, as you pass this point in your life, I would like you all to know how exciting this is. It may be fun to worry and play pessimistic, but enjoy this moment. Enjoy the future, so please be excited, not scared. Lastly, from me, I truly believe that Woodbury would not be what it is without all of you. Each of you carries such amazing talent, determination, and skill that has gotten you so far and through challenges and struggles so that you could be here today. For that, I congratulate you and remind you that this graduation not only signifies academic achievement, but personal growth and perseverance. Now, for the moment which you all have been waiting for 4 years, or in the case of architecture, 5 years, I would like to ask the class of 2024 to please rise. With great honor, I ask you to please join me in the ceremonial turning of your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Well, I guess I can't top that one. Okay, for final exit instructions, our mace bearer, Professor Emeritus, Mr. Hector Perez, will lead the stage party out. Graduates, please remain in your seats until the stage party and the faculty have cleared the area. The commencement ceremonies have now concluded. Congratulations to all.
Come on, let's celebrate, everybody! Come on, let's go! It's a celebration! It's a celebration.
celebrate, yeah.
Celebrate good times, come on.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. Come on, let's celebrate this party with you. Let's go now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate, have a good time. Celebration. Come on, let's celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone